what's interesting is what I'm hearing from a lot of you is as we continue to build and build and build, you're saying, but David, we're waiting for this aha moment. We're waiting for this moment when you tell us specifically this is what our purpose is. This is why I am here. It's almost like you're saying, I'm waiting for this experience where I go outside, I look up in the clouds, and the clouds begin to form words, and they tell me this is my purpose in life. Let me get more specific for you. 1 Peter chapter 4 actually says this: God has given each of you a gift from his great variety of spiritual gifts. So that's what we've been saying. We've got these abilities, we've got these talents. God has a unique design for each and every one of us. Here's the twist that makes it different. Use them well to serve one another. So you and I have this purpose in life, and it's not about us. It's not about you, it's not about me. He says, you've been designed to make a difference, a contribution. The way you make that contribution is to actually serve one another. If we're gonna make a contribution in this world, we need to understand how God has designed us. We've said over and over in this series that you and I have been uniquely designed. God has shaped us in a way that's unique and different. Every one of us, there's nobody quite like you. Nobody's exactly like you, thinks like you, feels like you, looks like you. And each of us have been designed or shaped for specific things. And so if you and I are going to make a contribution, we need to begin to understand our shape. We need to discover the shape that God has designed us to be. And God's designed us uniquely to do certain things. And he planned exactly how he wanted you to make a contribution, and then he designed you in life to make those contributions specifically for those tasks. This is something unique to you. And so I want to describe 5 things that make up your shape, and then you're going to have to figure out what it means specifically for you. I'm just going to run through them real quickly. The first piece of your shape, bottom line, spiritual gifts. God says when you trust Jesus as your Savior, he gives you a spiritual gift. A spiritual gift is just a special ability to serve other people with. And every one of us that's trusted Jesus as our Savior has been given a spiritual gift. It's not something you ask for. It's not something you have to beg for. You don't barter for it. You don't say, this is the gift that I want. God's the one that decides that. But every single one of us have been given spiritual gifts in order to serve other people. As you begin to figure out how God has gifted you, then all of a sudden you're able to make better and more lasting contributions. Listen to your heart. The second of the 5 pieces is just your heart. Your heart are really the things that you're passionate about. And the Bible describes our heart as just that bundle of just desires or hopes or interest in life, our ambitions, the things that we're affectionate about. And it's God the source of all of our motivations, the things that we love and care about most. And God has given us each this unique emotional kind of heartbeat where there's certain subjects that come up. And when those subjects come up, your heart just begins to race. You go, man, that's it. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm passionate about. Some things get you excited. Some things you go, I have no interest in that whatsoever. Then you look at your abilities, natural abilities. Natural abilities are different than spiritual gifts because natural abilities come at birth. Spiritual gifts come when we trust Jesus as our Savior, but these natural abilities, we have those at birth. They're just as important as our spiritual gifts because God gives us these natural abilities. And so you begin to understand what your natural abilities are and places where you can shine, places where you can make a difference. Personality, all of us are different with our personalities. There's no one perfect temperament to serve in specific areas. All of us are different, but you begin to figure out your personality and say, okay, that's part of my shape. That's part of who I am, who God has designed me to be. And then finally, the last is experiences. You look at your spiritual gifts, your heart, your abilities, your passions, your personality, and then your experiences in life. When we talk about experiences, it could be family experiences. The family you grew up in, what did you learn? How did they shape you as you were growing up? Good and bad experiences. It could be your educational experiences. What training have you had that shaped your life? You look at your vocational experiences. When you've worked, what things have shaped you as you've worked and done your job? Spiritual experiences. Times when you say, that's when I feel closest to God. And then the other experience, I would just give you just painful experiences. And can I just say, some of us have experienced things in life, you may be going through it right now, and it is incredibly, incredibly painful. And you go, I don't understand this, God. I don't know why you're letting me go through this experience and problems, hurts, thorns, trials that you've gone through. Can I just say to you, nothing that happens in your life is insignificant. It's not. That's part of your shape. That's part of who you are. That's part of the contribution that you're going to make. As a matter of fact, your greatest contribution in life may come out of your greatest hurt. The thing that drove you down and you weren't sure you were going to get back up. God may use that in your life to help you make your greatest contribution.